Who's the other car? Right here.
Okay.
You got that one? Right here. Back your head a little bit.
A woman had been beaten in a violent fight. Her daughter called 911. That's when investigators learned the suspects had taken her daughter. One of the suspects, the child's dad. Deputies found the two men 3 hours later at an apartment complex on Old Clinton Road.
The sheriff's office says one of them is the child's father, 19-year-old Akeem Jamal Jordan, and the other, 21-year-old Raheem Devar Farrell.
Just after 3 a.m. on February 14th, deputies located a vehicle at the Timber Point Apartments in the 2000 block of Old Clinton Road after responding to a BOLO alert. Upon closer inspection of the vehicle, they would locate two adult males, with one of them holding an unresponsive female toddler.
Just after midnight, deputies responded to a find in the 3800 block of Flamingo Drive.
The victim was identified as 1-year-old Bella Jordan, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene after succumbing to multiple wounds to her body, just months shy of her second birthday. According to Bella's mother, Chandria Spencer, the entire scenario began just after midnight when deputies responded to her mother's home in the 3800 block of Flamingo Drive after Bella's father, 19-year-old Akeem Jamal Jordan, assaulted her mother and then fled the scene with Bella. Bella's grandmother was taken to a local hospital for treatment, and the BOLO was issued for Akeem in his white vehicle. The vehicle was located roughly 7 miles away from where the fight took place. A look into Akeem Jordan's past revealed that on April 29, 2023, he was charged with stabbing Bella's mother because she began dating someone else while the couple was on a break, possibly one of his close friends. It all started while the two were going prom shopping. When they returned to Akeem's house, they walked down a dirt road to talk. This is when things turned violent. Akeem began crying before pulling out a dagger from his pocket that he had gotten as a part of a sword set that he ordered from Amazon. He then began attacking Chandria, stabbing her repeatedly as she begged him not to kill her. He finally stopped when she told him to stop because they had a child together. Chandria managed to limp back to Akeem's home, where his mother immediately took her to the hospital. Akeem's mother informed deputies at the hospital that she wasn't sure what happened and that Chandria had shown up to her home bleeding and asking for help. 2 months later, in June of 2023, he was indicted for the attack and charged with aggravated assault and knife possession during a felony.
The family of 20-month-old Bella Jordan are still picking up the pieces a day after she was killed. They say that they're still trying to process what happened. Family members did not want to speak on camera, but they said they were cleaning up the home after the gruesome attack early Wednesday morning. LaKenya Hutchings says Janet Dorn, the woman 19-year-old Akeem Jordan attacked, is her mother and lives at the Flamingo Drive home. She says Jordan and another man, Raheem Farrell, stabbed Dorn in the head and arms. Hutchings says her mother is in the hospital and stable. She says Jordan visited his daughter at the home often and had custody of her last week. Hutchings says she doesn't know why he would kill his own daughter. Macon Bibb Deputy Coroner Lonnie Miley says Bella was badly beaten and had multiple stab wounds when deputies arrested Jordan.
2 men were quickly arrested for the murder of Bella Jordan, her 19-year-old father, Akeem Jamal Jordan, and 21-year-old Raheem Devar Farrell. Jordan is charged with murder and 3 counts of aggravated assault. Farrell faces murder and aggravated assault charges. It was around 3 a.m. when Macon Bibb Deputy Coroner Lonnie Miley was called to the scene, describing the scene as the most horrific scene he has ever seen in his 34-year career. Neighbors were left shocked and confused, as they had no idea that a homicide even occurred.
The sheriff's office says that the toddler's mother, Chandria Spencer, reported the fight around midnight. Now, Spencer says that Jordan fought with and injured her mother and then took their daughter, Bella. Deputies later caught up with Jordan, the daughter, and a third person at the Timber Point Apartments on Old Clinton Road. It was 3 a.m. The Bibb Sheriff's Office called Macon Bibb Deputy Coroner Lonnie Miley out to 2050 Old Clinton Road.
I was just told that it was a homicide. I had no idea that it was going to be this horrific scene.
Miley says when deputies arrived at the Timber Point Apartments to arrest 19-year-old Akeem Jamal Jordan, 20-month-old Bella, Jordan's daughter, was still in her car seat.
She had various injuries on her. It's terrible to see her like that.
Miley says over his 34-year career, he's seen many gruesome crimes and scenes, but the ones with kids you never get used to.
I can't imagine somebody doing this to this innocent child who was just a couple months short of her 2-year-old birthday.
We spoke to the neighbors in the apartments about what happened. Most said they did not know that the homicide had happened at all, but all were shocked to hear of the sad news.
It is a sad statement on this day, which is Valentine's Day, and it's supposed to be about love.
And seeing that child like that, I mean, from a mental standpoint, it does something to you.
Jones says often love is not what it seems.
Domestic situations are very touchy. You can be lovey-dovey in the street and raising Cain at the house.
Violent crime in Macon dropped dramatically last year. Mayor Lester Miller's MVP program is being credited with that drop.
One of the first calls I got this morning, right off the bat, was Lester Miller. This man is concerned about the crime in our community.
According to an incident report, Spencer told officers that during a break in their relationship, she told Jordan she was seeing someone else. She said he started crying and then stabbed her with a small dagger. In Macon, Jessica Cha, 13 WMAZ News.
Bella's family says they will hold her funeral at a later date. Her body is at the GBI crime lab right now.
Now, we asked the Macon District Attorney's Office about the status of Jordan's 2023 charges. They said in the statement the magistrate court granted a bond for Jordan in May of 2023 after he attacked his daughter's mother. They say they are still waiting to set a trial date for it. District Attorney Anita Howard says from now on they will discuss with the court about denying bonds on every domestic violence case in which a victim is seriously injured to give them time to evaluate how much of a danger they are to the victim.
An autopsy will be conducted by the GBI crime lab to determine the cause of death. Police have not announced a motive in the murder and are still working to determine what led up to the incident and how Farrell is connected to the family. Both men remain in the Bibb County Law Enforcement Center without bond. The case remains ongoing.